I was just going to say, it looks like it's about to chuck it down, but since I thought about saying that and Satch hit record on the podcast, the sun came out.
The sun is out and glorious.
Oh, it's like the weather is sponsored by my wife. Hot, cold, rainy. Don't know what's going to knock you over. Going to pick you up. It's going to be amazing. It's going to break your spirit.
Yeah,
very.
You love it. You hate it.
Very much like a relationship at the moment.
I mean, it's tricked me a few times this week.
Has it?
I've got to say, yeah, because you dress appropriately to kind of.
I don't think that the word you're looking for is it let you down.
No, it didn't let me down. It's playing games with me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
See? As I say, it's emotional.
I went out earlier, shorts and t-shirt, chucked it down on the way home.
And what can you do?
Got soaked.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also, are you one of those then? So when it chucks it down, if you get caught in the rain,
I'm still going.
Do you dive and seek shelter? Or do you keep going?
I'll keep going.
Yeah,
same, yeah.
I came home, had a shower, I was good to go.
I was driving along the other day and it suddenly chucked it down. I thought, wow. And even Logan and Milo are in the car. And they were like, whoa, this is like fat, heavy rain that's beating on the windows, beating on the car. And I saw two guys stood under a tree. And I'm like, okay.
Probably not a good place to stand.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the worst place.
No, they were getting shelter. I don't know. Was that
no, but surely doesn't the tree is likely to get
hit by lightning?
It wasn't that. I don't know. Look at me like
I
was going to say it wasn't that kind of
going
rain.
next to a tree is not a good idea.
No, it's not. That's the worst thing.
Maybe, but they were stood under this tree, like on the side of the road. It was like in someone's garden. It was overhanging the pavement, and they were stood there. But what I didn't get is how are you supposed to know how long you're going to stand in front of
and also,
stand there for?
Yeah, we give rain too much importance. It's just rain.
It's just rain.
It's just rain. Agree. I'm okay.
I remember hearing once, this is an early things we've learned, right? Which is not really a thing, but I think something I learned a long time ago, this could be another feature, it was running in the rain and walking in the rain makes no difference to how wet you get. Because apparently you're traveling through, when they did some science, they went, you're still traveling that distance, you're still traveling through that rain, that much waterfall is going to fall over you over that distance, and if you run, you're running through more raindrops. The raindrops, I don't know, they worked it out in some sort of scientific way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was like, well, actually, you might as well walk. You might as well just walk and smile and enjoy the rain, like you say.
It's funny, just quickly, you talking about, the earlier things we learned. We had somebody who messaged us going, guys, why don't you make a book about all the things that we've learned?
I mentioned that, didn't I?
Because they said, I've now followed one of the things and it seems to be working.
All right.
And I was like, wow. And what was it? And they said it was the writing your thoughts down at night.
Yeah.
When we spoke about that. And I thought, hold on a minute. That could be a little thing. Tommy, get onto it. I know a lot of important people.
No, it's not. Yeah, it can be done, and not only that, we could even, us being us, we could release it as an audiobook.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And just put it out there. We can produce it. We can make it. We can. But
I like the idea of a book.
Because a two-parter.
Because we can have pictures in it. Like we can have like me and Satch demonstrating certain things.
And like if you flick all the pages in the corner, like a little man does a little running man.
Yeah, Tommy just runs in the corner,
like you do on the sticker thing.
I mean, is this book for kids?
I think it's for the whole generation, and I can see it being a bright orange book, yellow writing. Tommy's, what would we call it though?
I think
things we learned with the brown load.
No, but if it's a brown load book, I think we call it dirty reading because that is the kind of thing you'd have in the toilet. You'd have it in the toilet. Yeah. You'd pick it up. You hear a couple of quick facts. Finish off your tatty and away you go. Right? Do you know what I mean? So it could be like.
So it's not. It's got nothing to do with things we learn or anything. It's just called dirty reading. By the brown load.
Or dirtyology, something like that. Like it's like, we've got to make it sound intelligent. I don't know what it is. But either way, I think we can do it. And for example, on that note, well, if you were to release a book, what would be your book? What would you do a fact book? Just pie in the sky stuff. Even if you said I could do like a, how to DJ.
No, I wouldn't do that. I think I would do a book about just the stupid things I see when I'm out and about. Because I always say, I think I'm the person that sees the most ridiculous things ever in life.
But from a DJ aspect.
Yeah, but just, that mainly. But I'm just saying, because it's the hours that I'm out at night.
3, 4, 5
a.m. You see some really dumb
unsociable hours.
Yeah.
I could write a book on that.
So kind of, was it Carrie Bradshaw? Who's the Sex and the City woman?
Yeah,
You'll know.
Yeah,
right?
Carrie.
She was like, it was like through the eyes of a New York City girl living the life and all that. And she told her tales of what she saw, her dating. You're like through the eyes of a London DJ.
I think that would be so insightful.
Yeah. I think there's loads of stories I could have. Yeah,
because kind of linked to our little fact book, I would do a book about which is you know what you should do. That's the kind of working title.
You know what you should do.
Because you know what you should do. Yeah. You know what you should do. Yeah. You know what you should do. You know people do. You know what you should do.
Which normally is.
No, exactly.
No, because you've done it, but that doesn't mean that I want to do it.
Right. So I want to do a global, you know what you should do book. So I'll tell you where I first came across this idea was when we were we were pregnant, and then my wife was pregnant.
Not us three.
Not me. Yeah. We've been close.
Yeah.
We've shared food, but that's about it.
That's it.
No, but and people go, oh, you know what you should do for the baby? You should do this, and you know what you should do.
You know what you should do.
And then it was like, my wife's grandmum was like, oh yeah, rub Tommy's kacha on your belly so the baby knows the smell.
Oh, that is
but then
disgusting.
I thought, this is great. You could have a whole section on. Firstly, how to conceive if you're having problems.
You know what you should do.
You know what you should do. All the things from around the world. In Argentina, they do
endless.
this.
This is volumes because you could have one book entirely on just pregnancy.
Yeah.
And it's the pre and it's the during the post
and
all of it.
And learning and kids and all
and
that.
then it could be looking after your kids growing up.
Yep.
And it could be in your job.
Yep. Dealing with confrontations.
And with your wife or your husband. You know what you should do.
Yeah.
You know what you should do. And I mean, this is your retirement.
Do you think so? He
put
his hand on my shoulder and went, hey.
Honestly, no.
We found this together.
No.
We can share the loot.
I'm so happy for you because I think this is like, what was that? It was like what was it? The encyclopedia that you could buy off the telly and then you would buy so many volumes.
Get the volumes.
What was it called?
Britannia.
No.
Britannia Encyclopedia.
The Britannia, was it?
Well, you might have got a different collection
I think
of it.
you would have
volumes
80.
The Tom Encyclopedia.
Yeah, but very little one-liners like in Argentina. Like
Even for podcasting, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
Because we get that a lot. We get a lot of people messaging us.
Podcast,
you know what you should do?
Speak to celebrities. Okay, yeah, they're not always available. Yeah, you should. Yeah, okay, yeah, you should get big guests on.
Should.
You know what you should do? You should get Instagrammers on because then they'll share it and then you get more listeners.
I never thought of that. I never thought that.
No, exactly. Thank you very much. You just nod and smile. And you can only imagine people I don't know why I'm saying this because someone mentioned to me, Gurdas Man gets you know what you should do's at him all the time.
Correct.
And someone who was close to him said,
"Oh my God, this is another
celebrity.
Series.
You know,
so the celebrity, you know what you should do, and then you sort of get like Salman Khan. You know what you should do, and then you like Shah Rukh Khan. All the people who told Shah Rukh Khan, you know what you should do.
Yeah, and you get them to share I should do this. I should retire. I should You know.
Shilpa Shetty, do you know what you should do?
Well, at the moment,
I don't know.
She needs a bit of help.
I think Shilpa Shetty is doing the right thing. She's distancing herself from any knowledge of anything that went on in the Kundra household. Her husband, just to glaze over this story, you can Google it yourself. He had 4 terabytes of content.
Not 4.
No, 43.
43 terabytes.
Terabytes.
Okay, my Apple iCloud is 1 terabyte.
Yes.
And that, they said that is enough for your entire phone life.
Yeah.
However long I own a phone for, next 10 years, you'll store
you won't
your
feel that.
And I can tell you that on my iCloud, I think there's something like 20,000 pictures.
Yeah.
And I know on the bar, it's only used about 5%, 10% of it.
Yeah, you're nowhere near it.
So meaning, he's got 43 of those of footage that he's not allowed to have made because there's laws against it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So my point is, that's a crazy amount of footage to not know about.
It is. Oh, God.
If she didn't know anyway.
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about the footage that we should be talking about is the rain. We've been speaking about the weather.
Heavy, and, crazy.
I think, and I had this conversation with my mate the other day, and I said, do you know what? I can't remember where it's rained this badly in London in the past 33 years.
No, in all my life. It's been the worst rain this week.
I feel like I'm abroad somewhere. You know, we get fat rain and then it just floods.
Did you see the video footage of people's houses of just being flooded? And I thought
like 2 foot water.
Yeah, because there was a lot near Redbridge and near your
all around, all around this way.
I was going to come in a boat today.
Yeah, I thought I might bring my swimming
trunks. What a boat! You know what you should do? Should have got a boat.
I mean, we're not. Imagine if we had to just canoe our way through your house.
Exactly. And what was so strange was seeing clips on social media and on the Daily Mirror website, for example, right? It was up, and it was like, here is the A406 near Walthamstow. I'm like, that's, as you know, that's over there.
That's down the road,
No, I thought, what would you do? Like, if your house starts filling with water, because you'd see people with loads of towels floating around or tissue paper floating around. And I just thought, you kind of have to just sit there with your legs up on a sofa and kind of go, well, game over. I mean, there's what else can you do? We're not built to dealing with that.
There was one brother I saw, and he had the footage of water coming out of his toilet.
What do you do?
How does that happen?
Oh, like it's overfilling,
yeah,
overflowing.
But where do you coming from?
That's the drains all just backing up. That's all the.
And
that's
I would be
disgusting.
so disgusted because obviously it's all that dirty water coming from outside into your house.
Yeah, I do
and
feel
you're,
sorry.
And you're thinking, because all I'm thinking about is the claim, and then it's going to take ages for it to sort out. Then you've got to put the new carpets in,
House
dry it
gonna
all
stink.
out. It stinks. And I I felt so sorry for people.
It was 1 month's worth of rain in a day.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I wouldn't even say a day. It was a few hours.
And our local hospital, which is Whips Cross Hospital, that closed down. And weird, because it chucked it down. I was here, sat exactly where we sat, and the gutter there, the water was coming down, but it was then
overflowing,
flying out like a slide,
like there were taps in the gut. So it's mad, right? It's all ready, and I thought, oh, my missus was out. It was Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
Missus was out. She went for brunch with her cousins, her friends, her sisters, and all that. And I thought, I'll pick you up from the station. I couldn't get to the station because it was traffic, so I went around the other way. Police all blocked off the road, and I went, "What's going on?" They went, "It's waist height with water."
Wow.
And I instantly I felt for all those exactly what you
And
said.
then you thought, instantly she can swim home.
Yeah, she made it home before me because I went on a diversion.
Yeah,
with the boys in the back of the car because I threw them in, and they're falling asleep. I'm like, I wish I'd never bothered.
Well, I'm going to do one better because Sunday I was DJing. It was raining inside the venue.
Wow.
Oh my!
All over the dance floor. Luckily, it missed the cake. Like, it
Oh
was
God,
just,
that must have been horrible.
It was just at one point.
So it's leaking. The venue's leaking.
Yeah, but
or is it a marquee?
But no, it was a venue, but
a building.
But they said this has never happened. It was like
torrential.
Crazy, rain. That's never happened there.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to Folkestone actually on Sunday, so I missed all of this.
That's a bit random.
Yeah, it was very random.
You went again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we had a little bit of the downpour on the way there, but we were on the beach and it was fine. Sunny weather. Oh, beautiful. I was out.
This is what's
topless.
so bold. We're a tiny little country.
It was hot.
Yeah, you go to like the States and there's a whole state in America that will have the same weather.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's 300, 400 miles by 300, 400 miles kind of in size. And here, you go 20 miles.
I was just down the road.
Yeah, really, in the scale of things, nothing wrong. Something bonkers is happening with the planet.
I think someone's controlling it, like just pressing buttons.
Yeah,
well, it's funny you say that because Dubai are controlling their weather system because it got so hot. This was incredible. So Dubai got so hot.
50 degrees,
Can we just clarify? You've always said this, and I don't think I've ever brought it up.
Here we go. I know what he's going to say.
Dubai.
No, you said you just know it. He said just say Dubai.
No, he says Dubai.
Dubai.
How do you say it?
Dubai.
No, you've changed it.
No, he changed it. It was different before.
You were just saying Dubai. I've got in Dubai. And I'm like, it's not Dubai. He's like,
people say it with a Jew, though. Dubai. Why do you say that? Dubai.
No, they don't.
No, they do.
I've heard that. I've heard
that sounds like a Gujarati fella.
Desi say Dubai. I say Dubai down here.
Dubai.
Right?
Dubai.
But that's all right.
Dubai.
But I say, the English way of saying it is Dubai. But you go Dubai.
Dubai.
Like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Let's have a little Dubai.
Anyway, they're controlling their weather system because they've managed to stick drones into the air, which then shocks the clouds, the rain clouds, which make it rain because it's been so hot.
Make it rain in Dubai.
How good is that? No, you don't really hear of things like that in Dubai.
Huh?
You'd only hear of things like that over there, where they've got the technology to fly drones up into the sky and then shock the clouds.
So they do like a little electric current in the cloud,
which
triggers the rain.
Correct.
That's incredible.
That is
and not only that,
impressive.
Does that work? Did it work?
Yeah, they've got footage. They've got footage where it actually looks like a monsoon, where the deluge of rain just starts pouring down.
That's mad. If they were that, you talk about, our scientists playing God. That's it right there.
Yeah,
they are.
That's it.
Drone technology, and apparently because they hit temperatures of 50 degrees or it's close to it.
Well, like an oven there.
Well, then thinking about that, why don't we have these drones over here when it's raining to make the clouds bugger off?
Well, funny you say that.
Because you can't shock them to go.
No, what I do remember...
I'm sure you can.
No, I remember when Kate and Will got married, they were saying there's a technology that some of the scientists are trying to zap the clouds away.
Oh my!
That is
for that day. Real? Yeah, they were talking about it. It was around.
I'm not sure about
and
that.
I was like, what? And they were like,
we need to fact check this.
Right?
It won't be long before Desi's employ that for their wedding day.
And then, do you remember when they? I don't know because it stood up because I was in a street party when it was happening. When they were getting married, when they were doing their vows and doing the I do's, the clouds broke and the sun came through, and I was like,
mate, this is I've said it for ages. Someone's controlling this.
Yeah, but then they were like, oh, it's Diana's spirit coming through. And I was like, well, I don't know about that, but what I do know is that if someone has zapped these clouds, it's working. So I'm all for that. Can you imagine if we can all of a sudden control the weather and balance it? And they go, look, guys, we need at least 30 days.
No, I don't think we need to control that.
Why not? We could think you could help animals, help crops, help the ecosystem, or do you think the planet knows what it's doing?
The more things that we're in control of, the more issues I think we've got.
True.
So I think let's just leave it to pure randomness, and we'll deal with it as it happens.
And you know, money talks, so someone can just buy.
Well,
weather.
I mean, I'm sure Bezos and Branson were going to be trying to control that soon.
So hang on a minute. Going back to Folkestone, what were you doing? That's a bit random. What were
just
you doing there?
A day out and enjoying the local ice cream. And it's got a nice sandy beach, and it was really quite nice. Folkestone's a very nice place.
And you were away as well, weren't you? Told me also.
Yeah, I went to an island in Essex. There's an island called Osea Island, Osea, and you can only get there between 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Then the tide comes in, and you can't get on the road.
What do you mean you can't get?
Yeah, because the road disappears.
The road isn't
what?
Yeah, and the road's about I'd say about a mile long.
Yeah, it's
not straight. It's wiggly windy.
Are you sure it's just not the weather from the weekend?
No,
that you got stuck in?
I've been to a party here because there was a company I work for, and they hired it out.
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's a party place.
Was it the same company I work for?
No, it wasn't.
Why were I invited to that party?
No, this is before.
Tommy, did you go?
No.
This was
that
before.
company.
That company.
No, sorry, it was after that. It was
after that company.
Okay.
Right. No, but it's exactly. It's a party.
Me
venue.
and Sachin work for a lot of companies together, so I'm just trying to clarify.
No, not that one. No, the other one. The other one we got kicked out of. No, the other one we got kicked out of. No, not that one. The other. Just add it to the list.
Yeah.
No, this one is great. It's great as a party venue, but there's also there's loads of caravans there. And there's other little houses.
How big is it?
I couldn't. Well, apparently you can cycle around it in about an hour. I cycled for
smaller than Isle of Wight.
Yeah, definitely.
A bit hench,
Otherwise, it's like 20 miles.
Yeah, this is I would say
probably about 3-4 miles by about 3-4 miles, something like that. Something like that.
That's pretty good then.
But we got bitten too.
What?
Bugger! I got bitten by
Really?
and I tell you, I've been bitten in the last couple of days here because of the rain. I don't know if that encourages them all the little gnats to come out. But over there, because it's an island remotely, whatever,
loads.
I reckon they must have, because also there was a party, it was about 25, 30 Asian people who turned up to this 40th birthday party on this island.
Yeah, that would harass them.
And I reckon the gnats have gone, hello, it's little Indian
feeding
buffet.
time.
I reckon very few Asians hire this place because there's no shop on site. Once you got to get all your booze on site if you were doing a wedding.
Yeah, you got to bring it all in.
You got to bring everything yourself.
Really?
Everything. So it's wicked time.
It's funny you say that. I've been to somewhere that's in the Thames that's like that. You've got to get a boat there. It's like a little island.
Oh yeah, so
in the Thames.
It's near it's
like
near
Hampton Court, Kingston,
Richmond, or somewhere like that. I went to a wedding there.
I went to a wedding there. I've DJed at wedding.
Same wedding.
I went. No,
same wedding, and you both got kicked out of that wedding as well. All right.
It wasn't a wedding. It was an engagement party
or
a wedding. Yeah. But I went to a celebrity one.
You were at the same one. No,
I went to a celebrity one. I went to a celebrity. It was an English one.
It was a celebrity. What do you mean a celebrity?
Who was it? Go on, drop it.
Can I drop the name?
Yeah. It better be a good one.
Natasha Koplinski.
That was a good one.
It was all right. Yeah,
it was a good one. It was a good one.
Everyone knows who she is.
Yeah, newsreader, quality broadcaster.
But
engagement
it was.
Her engagement, and you went there, and free bar. Was it all going like proper?
Yeah, I was a little bit young. I just turned, I think, 18 or 19. So I was, and then you're there with your mum and dad, so you're not, sort of.
She invited you and your mum and dad.
Yeah.
Natasha Koplinski under what circumstances did she need the Kedgel family there? And not only that, she probably said to the 18-year-old little skinny guy in the office,
you got +1.
Hey, I tell you what, come on. Oh, who do you live with? My mum and dad. Oh, you can bring them if you want. Okay. And they put their best suit on, sari on. They got their £21. They go, do you think he'll want a shirt? We'll find out his neck collar size, and we'll do the £21 in the shirt thing.
Yeah, Scottish pound notes.
What? So you didn't have a date?
No.
You took your mum and dad?
Yeah, it was a family. We knew her really well. We still do.
That's so
that's great.
random.
It's the most random story of the day.
Are you still in contact with her?
Now and then, my dad keeps in touch, yeah.
Your dad keeps in touch with her? I bet your dad does.
She always remembers my dad's birthday and stuff like that, so yeah.
It's coming up your dad's birthday, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Happy birthday, Kedgel Senior.
Yeah.
Legend in the game. Celebrate birthday party for Dad?
Yeah, there'll be.
Is Natasha going to be there?
No, Natasha's not going to be there. No.
Let down. You know what I mean?
No.
You got the invite, but you should at least you do the invite back.
I think that is one of the most randomest stories you've ever said on the podcast.
Wow, that
is very random.
I think I might outdo it later on.
What do you mean?
Well, we'll see. Well, let's see how we go.
Well, before you get into that, it's Olympics as well. We've got to mention the Olympics because yesterday, as you know, I feel like we're saying this every week now, we record the podcast on a Tuesday. But
people know that now.
Yeah, I know. So that's something. But the reason I'm saying is that yesterday they named it Magnificent Monday.
Magic
Monday.
Today I woke up, first thing I heard, welcome to Terrific Tuesday.
Oh, I thought it's Dirty Tuesday.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
Okay. I'm worried about tomorrow.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, but if it didn't go so well, it could be the other one. It could be the other W. It could be that kind of Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday is just...
Could be terrific.
Terrific, and Thursday doesn't go in alliteration terms.
You got to go T and a T.
It's got to be like thoughtful Thursday or something like that, or something like that.
Yeah, thorough Thursday.
Yeah, but again, doesn't really. Yeah, or
like we did well, but we didn't get any medals.
Yeah. Thinking Thursday, like strategic.
Very quickly about the Olympics.
Yeah, go on.
I don't want to sound like I'm putting.
Also, let's wrap this up and say the reason why they called it Magic Monday was because we won 3 golds.
Yeah, Britain did brilliant.
And a terrific Tuesday and another gold today on Tuesday. So lots of medals coming in for Team GB.
Just my observation about the Olympics generally.
Yeah,
go on.
I don't like it without fans.
Oh yeah,
I don't like it without fans, and that makes me feel like no one really is like up for it this year.
Oh, here we go.
Like,
Piers Morgan.
No, but I'm not saying... Well, yeah, I'm a bit... Number one, I'm sad that people are not there, and I just don't think the atmosphere is Olympic atmosphere.
Can I just say...
Do you know what I mean?
No,
I'm... Weirdly, I'm not looking forward to the track stuff because I think the crowd makes that...
Yeah, but you've just saved yourself there, Satch, because I was about to completely kill you and say that...
Here we go.
That I don't think the crowd makes a difference in the indoor Olympic sports.
Oh, yeah, no, but I think for me, the Olympics is always...
Like table tennis or taekwondo or volleyball or anything like that. I don't think the crowd really...
I think the swimming, it does.
Yeah,
swimming, there's always a big crowd.
Yeah, but I don't think you're hearing much when you're swimming anyway.
No, so not for the athlete. I'm talking about just generally with the excitement when you're watching it.
For you watching it.
Yeah.
I think for the athletes and for them, it does play.
I think
it will play a huge part.
I think they're so focused and zoned in. I don't think they care.
No,
it's not like football where it becomes an advantage.
Yeah, but and that's what I mean. Moving it on when the track sort of stuff starts, which will be in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Well,
that would be interesting because we haven't seen that yet. I don't. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
that might be.
They did have outdoor running because there's some sort of like long distance. running.
The crowd turned up and stuff.
And they said there were crowds were arriving at the barriers. And they went, and it's making a huge difference to the runners.
Yeah,
and then we're out. But you're right. Certain things you almost need quiet and focus. And
like the diving, you need quiet.
Yeah,
like the diving.
Diving
has to be quiet.
Yeah, but you're right. I think things with crowds in general are just better, and we realise that with the football.
Yeah.
And I know they played the crowd noises, which
it helped us.
No, I think it's
does
rubbish.
help us. No,
it helped us. Though.
If you think about it, if you're aware of the crowd noise, you're going to go, "Well, these are fake noises. This is like this has been created."
During lockdown, I went through that journey of starting with it on because I thought we were missing it, but then I switched it off. I preferred it without, only because you get to hear all the chatting.
Yeah, but I think that's you, Cage.
So are you? Are you saying forget crowds, or are you happy? You want crowds? Or you're not bothered about crowds?
No, I'm just saying that the Olympics is fine as it is. I don't think it's that much of a problem because I've been, and I don't think you guys have discovered this, but I've been through the extensive range of channels where you can watch literally any sport at any time on about 9 different channels. Do you know about this?
No, I only watch on BBC.
Yeah, I only watch on BBC.
Oh, you guys are missing out.
Why?
So Eurosport,
right,
have laid on about 9 different channels.
Do Eurosport still exist?
Yeah, absolutely, massive.
That was something from like when I was a kid.
Oh my god! Just keep on going past Sky Sports, and then you got Eurosport.
I don't usually do that.
Eurosport reminds me of cable TV.
Yes.
Straight away I think, Eurosport. Yeah, we had that on cable.
Yeah. But they've got like 9 channels. Eurosport 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and every sport. And
how do the 9 channels?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like in order.
They're in order. And then
that makes it a lot easier. And they even show you. They even show you like when there's nothing happening, and I've watched that. So just like the table tennis arena as they're getting ready.
The Eurosport bosses are
and I even watched football, but with the commentary of weightlifting. I don't know what was going on.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, but that's how it was being shown. So I watched it.
So what he's trying to say is Eurosport's broadcasting is terrible.
Yeah, it's
Well,
everything.
it's how you want to look at it. But I have seen, and it actually inspired me because I think now I'm going to go and try my hand at being in an Olympics team.
What for? What sport?
I think there's 2 sports that I could do.
Okay, go on.
Hang on, can we guess?
Go on.
Taekwondo.
No chance. No chance. With all that kicking in the face, no chance.
Hang on, I think he'd be good at archery.
Archery is a good one, and you're never too late.
He's got the patience.
And I've done archery, and you're never too
patience for that.
I've done archery, and I was pretty good at it. But and that could be a thing. That could. I didn't think of that. That's 3 now. Go on.
Okay.
2 more.
Physically, what do you learn? Something with suppleness to it. Because you're very supple. You're naturally physical.
I know you're a skater. Isn't that in it this year?
Skateboarding.
Yeah, no, you're not.
And actually, he'll be in his element because the girl who won gold was 13.
13 years old. They're all young kids.
I mean, you'd fit in with the 13.
I know. I can get away with that easily.
Yeah.
But the other 2 I've sort of got my eye locked in on.
Netball.
Close. Volleyball.
Right.
Because I don't think volleyball you need. I don't think the age stops you.
You wouldn't last 2 minutes on a volleyball.
No,
you know
I'm
how
worried
exhausting volleyball is. And how
No, but that's fitness. That fitness, you could. What I'm trying to say, it's a different fitness to football.
No, I think you'd scream if the ball hits your arm.
I have twisted my hand once that I played volleyball on the beach.
And
but
have you seen male volleyball players?
Yeah, I was only watching women. That's why I thought.
Yeah.
But then I saw the men. I thought,
you could probably blend in with those.
If the men are smashing it that hard, and I'm going to put my fingers out, they will be at the other end of the court.
It's a bit like, and again, volleyball, women and men actually, and like swimmers as well. Huge shoulders.
Yeah.
Well, they're just really tall.
Long, lean torsos. They're just so lean.
Well, that's it. You're describing me, but I would. I mean, So I have been reading more about volleyball, and the other one is dressage.
What is that?
Where you sit on a horse. When you sit on a horse,
and the horse just gets on with it,
and you've got to do a trotting. The dude today was 51.
But you got to have trained that horse to do the thing. You got another side. You got to know what it's like to have a big beast between your legs, and I don't think you do. I don't think.
Look, if he's 51, I've got another 10 years to sort that out.
To get your beast knowledge out.
Yeah,
you're right. It's not quite the same thing. I'm going to just add to that and say on the age thing about not writing off your life, because I do think the big thing, particularly in Asian culture, is that we don't keep going in life. We don't keep setting goals and things you want to achieve. You go, I had my kids, I got my house, I pay my house off, I'll bus, I'm going to chill. I mean, my mum and dad are guilty of it. We're all looking for the retirement. I suppose because we've got the graft mentality in us. So work hard.
And it's funny you mention that word retirement.
Why? Let me just finish this point then, which is, I was thinking some of these greatest scripts, Succession, which we're going to talk about, are written by people that have been writing for years, right?
Correct.
And I actually thought, I'd love to write.
Succession's written by an Asian Gujarati bloke.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Who do you know?
Underage Parekh.
Okay, I think I saw the name pop
up.
On the edge. On the edge, Parekh.
On the edge.
On the edge. Not underage Ali.
Not underage. Is that what you said?
No, not underage.
And underage. He's not. He cannot drive. Why not? He's underage.
Yeah,
he came off the edge.
I thought, well, basically, you can spend the next 10, 15 years learning the craft of writing. Write your book, and it doesn't matter if it comes out at 60. The guy made KFC.
Oh yeah, much later, and that's why you got an old logo.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
Well, you mentioned the word retirement.
Yeah.
And it's very important there. Just circles and ties in really nice with what you just said. The word retirement only exists in the Western world. It doesn't exist. The word doesn't exist in Japanese, and therefore Japan has the most longest living humans on the planet
because they don't think of retiring.
Because they keep on going and they keep on moving.
Makes sense.
Again, this is. I swear we are being tangent kings here, and I know we're not getting to the points that we said we're going to speak about. But on that note, I don't know if it's the same thing. You know, they say when you're diagnosed with an illness, even if it's flu or something more serious, and you're told you've got flu, you feel sicker.
Yes.
So if you know I've retired, maybe psychologically in the same way your mind is going,
checking out.
I'm checking out. Yeah.
Calling it day.
That's it. I'm going to start
Never
to get old.
say you're, yeah.
And people who don't think like that, people who go, no, I'm living hard, I'm living life, I'm going to fight this, I'm going to fight the disease, fight the illness. They're the ones that do well out of it. So.
Very quickly, but we know what Kedge wants to do at the Olympics. Tommy, what would you do if you were at the Olympics? What sport would you want to take?
You could train.
Okay, what I'd love to be able to be good at, or what I think.
No, from now, what do you think you could train
in
to do?
4 years.
Bruv.
Or the next 8 years.
Come on.
Very little, nothing.
No, I think, what interests you? Like, what would you be like, I'd love to do that?
Basketball 3-on-3.
It's only was there a 3-on-3 version of it?
Have you guys not watched it? Oh,
No.
it's brilliant. One net and half a court, and it's 3-on-3. It's brilliant.
Oh,
I don't even like basketball, but I ended up watching that on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What I will say is 3-on-3 basketball is very tough because it's
quick.
It's
very quick.
Even pacier.
But they do a lot of passing around the edge.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to know was who decides when they're going to go for it? Like, because they go left to the right, back to the middle, back out again, back, and then all of a sudden one of them has gone for a move. But I guess they see something tactical.
Yeah, it's the same as when I watch football now, and obviously I've got the detailed eye of football as you have. But when the ball goes, when I see them kind of try and attack on one side, then they'll switch it over. It's the kind of thing they're just waiting
moving
for that
the players around.
Waiting
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
moment,
yeah.
keep going, and then like bang, and then strike.
So basketball.
I'd love to be able to play basketball at the Olympics, but how can even the next Olympics? I'll be 48. So you tell me how a 48-year-old is going to make
I think you better get on the horse with me.
Yeah, exactly. I need to find some strategic thing, or golf or something like that.
It's not in the thing.
Is golf not in there?
No.
There you go. That would have been ideal. But I'm enjoying. It's nice to have the Olympics running. It's like it's become a bit of default telly where you can just flick it on and kind of see what's there. And I've been mainly landing because I'm watching BBC. Landing into like hockey. That's what I've been watching.
Yeah.
Hockey
is always on.
It's always on all around me. But we touched on retiring. The bosses of Selfridges will be retiring because Selfridges is up for sale.
Really? Yeah, I'm sad about that.
Yeah, it's an iconic
I did not
store.
know that.
Did you work there, Kedge? Oh, no. I keep getting confused.
I didn't. John Lewis, next door.
Which is very
Debenhams
similar.
and then John Lewis.
Yeah.
Same
thing.
They've got 25 stores. They're selling the whole lot for $4
It's
billion.
not the same thing.
What isn't?
John Lewis and Selfridges.
Oh,
No, it's not. You're
I'm
right.
saying-
It's
but
not.
it's similar in the feel.
It's a
of
department
the
store.
department
Yeah, it's
store
department.
like that. Yeah, but you're right.
Selfridges is a bit more premium.
Selfridges, Man City.
Yeah.
And I would say John Lewis was, like Chelsea, like there or thereabouts, but not the top end.
I would buy stuff, and I have got stuff in this house. That dining table that we sit on is from John Lewis.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But I wouldn't buy stuff from Selfridges. I think Selfridges is just a big showpiece. I don't think I'm going to get the best
Yeah,
price
it's
for
like a
anything.
showroom, innit?
In my mind now, I'm thinking, actually, yeah, it's a place you go for celeb spotting. That's what
I did buy iceberg jeans from there once.
Iceberg.
Yeah, jeans.
Is that a mate?
Yeah.
Iceberg, yeah.
Iceberg
big,
is a-
Iceberg, yeah, big designer brand.
I only
It
noticed.
Yeah, they were shiny, black ones.
Yeah,
shiny black jeans.
Yeah, but quite.
This is when you used to go to those random club nights on a Friday.
Disco Dandia, actually.
Disco Dandia.
You wore them to Dandia. Mate, you would have got kicked out if you
To
did
Disco Dandia nights, yeah. Because that
You
was
wore shiny black jeans to Garba, is what you're saying.
not to Garba, but Disco Dandia was
the
a
same
separate.
thing.
It was
it a club night? Is it like
it's like a club night because you would tell your mum and dad you're going to Disco Dandia nights in Brenttown Hall, right?
And then you go Equinox.
And so you take a dandia with you, so your parents think, oh, look, they're doing really, sort of cultural.
Lovely.
But then obviously the disco dandia would only last for an hour, and then it's drum and bass and jungle and a rave.
Yeah. So
What? At the Disco Dandia?
and you felt that.
So, because obviously Satch doesn't know about this, and you wouldn't know because that's not your thing. But oh my word, my disco dandia crew hit me up.
So you would.
Wow,
You knew
okay.
that, therefore, shiny black jeans, that's good for the dandia, but yet when it switches into late night mode, I'm good to go.
I'm still. So you had to go for that double kind of outfit.
Yeah. It's a hard-
that's
it's a hard one to
that's
get
why
right.
that lime Versace outfit had to happen.
Of course it does. I get it.
Because my dad would not go, oh, of course you're going to wear bright kapre to dandia.
Yeah. Were they expensive then, these iceberg jeans?
Yeah.
How, like,
Back then, £70.
that's
It's a lot for a pair of jeans, yeah.
Yeah.
back then, yeah.
And-
I mean, to be fair, I'm surprised you didn't get them from Dubai with
Yeah.
the rest of your wardrobe.
I realised actually you got to stick to the real stuff.
Yeah,
Rather than,
Okay, buy
if
it,
that's a
okay.
legit
Yeah.
one. And actually, you know, real side, when you go around through Selfridges, because obviously, look, I suppose I'm bigging up Selfridges now, and I want to talk about Selfridges because it's a massive part of life here in the UK. When we went to visit our friends in Mumbai, people at Sony,
Yeah.
we took them stuff from Selfridges.
Selfridges.
I mean, you can take stuff from Harrods as well, and
I think they're two of the biggest. Like,
yeah,
it's got to
but
be one or the other.
They are London. You know, like
Yeah.
Macy's is New York.
Yellow-
Correct.
The
You
yellow
know?
bag.
The yellow bag
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Selfridges is iconic.
London, yeah.
And you can buy nice, and as soon as you get that bag, you know it's going to be something a little bit nice. I'm a little bit sad to see it going to get bought out.
I like the bag, the yellow
Yeah,
bag
strong,
and the black.
strong brand.
4 billion.
4 billion quid.
4
25
billion.
stores.
And so you buy.
It's up for sale.
Yeah.
The whole thing's up
You
for
buy
sale.
it.
No, but so does that mean you own Selfridges the brand? Or do you just, is it the building?
No, that's probably, that's a good point.
No, the buildings as well.
Yeah,
all
the buildings,
stores,
the shops,
everything.
they're running.
So you would run, so Selfridges would still exist?
Yeah, but someone might, but it could be called Kedge's Selfridges.
Kedge's Selfridges.
Or, yeah. And that's it. But again,
Kedgeridges.
Kedgeridges.
I think because we've all been there.
Ridges sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Kedge's Ridges.
Yeah.
Like it's just the little grooves in
Yeah,
Kedge.
Kedge's groove.
Here we have a closer look at Kedge's Ridges. That could be my Olympic sport.
Yeah.
What does Tommy excel in? He excels in Kedge's Ridges. That's
You change the bag colour to brown.
Yeah.
I would actually, but it's funny you said that it's connected to our life, and it's been there ever since we've been born.
Yeah.
And I've got quite a close relationship with Selfridges as well, because firstly, I think we've all met a celeb in there.
Or seen.
Seen.
Okay, do you want to give
Who you guys seen?
Russell Brand was mine. I remember I was going up the escalators. I looked round and he was down there. And this is going back a good 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Meaning I know Russell Brand now is very much on a spiritual path, and he's kind of getting his head straight and all of that.
Yeah.
And he's cleaned up on drugs and booze and everything else.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, he has.
Well, if you listen to some of his recent podcasts.
Oh, well, I'm listening to his book right now.
Okay. But on his book, I mean, he's into all of this, what do you call it, psychedelic drugs and mushrooms.
Maybe
it's not necessarily, well, it is drugs, but it's apparently it's like, it's
it opens your mind spiritually.
Yeah,
it's that thing that Joe Rogan talks about as well.
Yeah.
But no, his book is so heavy going that it's called Revelation. You have to listen to it again. You have to rewind and go, right, what did you say? And he quotes a lot of Hinduism.
He has got into all of that.
But anyway, he was there. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to give the band a bad press when he's on a good path and all that, is he was surrounded by women. And he was the center of attention. He was chatting to them and they're all laughing and giggling and he was chatting. You could see it. And as the escalator was going up, I was watching him thinking, he's cool. I thought the guy is cool. So Russell Brand was my Selfridges spot. It was yours.
I think I saw Chris Martin in there once.
Oh, Coldplay.
Coldplay, that's a good one.
That was just a
it's
random...
funny how you met Western people, and I've only spotted this. He's in there.
Oh, who'd you spot?
Karan Johar and Farah Khan.
Oh, yeah, but I think maybe
Separately,
that's because you're looking out for them. Because your radar's always on.
But also, I've done something in Selfridges that probably not a lot of people have done.
Okay, hold on.
Hang on. Is this safe to say?
Yes, it is safe to say. And like I said, you said, Kedge, that is the weirdest story you've ever said on the podcast. I think I might outdo this.
Out-weird it.
Yeah.
Okay,
do you want to have a guess?
Should we have a little guess?
Do you want to have a guess?
I reckon you had to buy
something you've done. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Something
he goes something he's done in Selfridges that we've
not
never
a lot. Well, I can say that there were about 15 other people who did it with me.
Oh, okay. Then that gives it away. I think it's some sort of flash dance or something like that.
Close. It wasn't a flash dance.
Did you flash everyone?
No, not flash mob either.
But a routine.
There's no flashing. No flashing. No flashing.
I thought it was going to be like you had to buy a dress for your mum, so you went into the change rooms and tried it on because you could work out her size.
What could he have done in Selfridges?
No, it's a dance.
Did you work there or something?
No, I didn't work there.
You just walked in.
Cast your mind back to that summer that we had, which was the summer of Bollywood. If you remember, Oxford Street had all been taken over by Bollywood in India. Do you remember? And Selfridges had like all this colour. 100 years of Bollywood.
Like 2014, 12, 13.
No. Before that.
This was
about 2018, 17, something like that.
Oh, so later than that. You mean?
2007.
Right,
2000 and like it was a uni-ish time for me. I remember.
Okay.
And there was a lot of Bollywood hype and all of that Indian stuff happening up and down that road.
All that Indian stuff. They're out there with their samosas.
And I mean, it's hilarious me even saying this now, but I was basically modelling inside set.
Up until then, it was all believable. Everyone's just switched off the podcast. What were you modelling? Black sparkling jeans.
Indian clothes. It was like modelling, dancing Indian. I was like, basically, I had some friends at uni, and they were like, Kedge, we're like one man down. Can you come and help?
And it was men. It was on the men's section.
Well, it was men, but there was men and women, and I've never done anything in my life, and I've never done it ever again. But it was like to Bollywood tunes, and I thought might be apparently there was rumours that Shah Rukh Khan was going to be there and all of that, so we had to learn a bit of choreography and all of that.
They did that to convince him. I go, bro, seriously, put the Sherwani on and come down. Shah Rukh Khan's going to be there. All right.
I missed the lecture for it as well, and I thought I was such a don, like doing it, thinking I've modelled in Selfridges. But
well done. There you go. No, I can say I've only ever tried on jeans upstairs in the change room.
Oh my days.
No.
Do you know what? I don't actually like go in Selfridges. Like,
No?
Because, I just always find there's just too many people in there.
I agree. And what Tommy said, it's like a showroom. You don't really go there and buy things.
I mean, I go in there to look at the trainers because I like looking at trainers, but that's about it.
So you mentioned how Selfridges is up for sale, and the other big sort of breaking story this week is about HMV.
Oh,
well, that's long gone, isn't it?
I thought that was. Yeah, no, but they're still around. They're still around.
Well, there you go. He's still around.
Is it?
Because
He's still around.
Yeah. There are still about 100 stores, they reckon.
There's one on Oxford Street, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That HMV.
It's still there.
Is that not a JD now or something like that?
No, I think it's
or
still
a
there.
Sports Direct?
No, HMV is still there.
I think it's still there.
Okay, right.
HMV. But the story about HMV is that it's celebrating its 100th birthday, and I thought, how nice is that in this day and age? What do you mean? Is that it? 100th birthday?
It might have been longer.
That's huge.
So HMV's been going since 1921. That's incredible.
That is pretty incredible, considering it's a music store.
Vinyl. Was that when the first vinyl was available?
Maybe so. And I just thought, obviously, because I'm really impressed by the fact that it's called HMV, which stands for His Master's Voice.
Yeah.
Which is, got the famous dog in the logo, and the dog was known as Nipper.
Oh, nice! Yeah, that's the famous image of the dog by the Is it called a gramophone?
Yeah, the gramophone, and it was originally that shop was known as the Gramophone Company.
Wow!
And then they changed it to His Master's Voice, and I thought, you know what? Children and a certain generation now will never know that feeling of going into HMV, because how exciting was it going into HMV?
Loved it.
Our price.
I think most of my student loan went in HMV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
buying CDs.
Yeah, I was 66. It's funny. So obviously, I was DJing just before, and HMV, particularly Oxford Street, would have all the records,
everything,
and would have a lot.
And an international section.
Oh man, you'd get.
Did you model in there as well?
I was always in the international section. I did a model.
Here's the Cholet album. Lovely bit of Kishore Kumar.
Yeah, honestly, Kishore Kumar is up and coming artist, making big waves in India. Honestly, it's going to break, guys.
Guys,
take this. I'll jump on this. Take this to Bagley's. Take this to Bagley's. Drop it tonight. Just in the middle of the set. I promise you, mate. Kid selling Kishore Kumar to the crowd. That's great. So nice celebration. So Selfridges, HMV. I don't know. I think with all the talk of Amazon and all these big companies taking over and it all going online, I think it's really nice for these stores to still exist. And have a
but I think we are losing because again, there's no need to go there anymore. Do you see what I mean? And I think we have now lost. I don't think you will ever get back, and with COVID as well, that true shopping experience of going to shops, children growing up, the excitement of looking for the latest. What did the album? Because you wouldn't even know what the album cover looked like. Do you know what I mean? Until you saw it there. So like a Michael Jackson album or whoever it was. Prince, all of these big artists, Madonna. I remember queuing up to get the latest album.
Same here.
And then singles. You have the singles chart. And then you have the album chart, the compilation chart, and you'd be like, wow, it was picking what are you going to spend your money on?
Yeah. And obviously I was buying vinyl as well, so I'd have like 30 quid to spend on records, and some of them are $9.99.
Yeah,
some of them are
$17.99.
Oh man, that was like
because I remember buying the Michael Jackson History Deluxe set was $21.99.
That was a lot of money then.
But that's a collector's item. So this is more just vinyl was that cost. But you're right, you'd lose it. And then when gaming came along, and then the HMVs.
Well, I bought a mini disc.
There.
Because no one bought mini discs as an album on a mini disc. You didn't do that.
No.
But I remember I bought Blue Angels by Praz, a single on a mini disc.
You must be the only person on the planet that's bought that as a single.
That's just a tune though.
No,
it's a tune.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's a tune.
Well,
I don't like it. I mean, adult Kedge is weird. Teenage Kedge was probably something else.
You can picture his bedroom and all these kind of random CDs of Praz and Kishore Kumar side by side. Actually, very good. I saw something this week. Yesterday, I think. Yeah, I'm losing track of the days. I swear I'm getting Buddha.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm not.
I don't know on the podcast.
Yeah, and I don't know when I saw this now, but I think it was the last couple of days. I feel like I'm turning it to Kedge. It was on TikTok, and it was a mum's reaction when she came into the bedroom. Her son had tidied up the room, and she was like, "Oh wow, like it's looking all right. The bed was made neat." But then as she kind of kept walking, and she went round to the other side of the bed, on the floor were bottles, packets,
Oh,
wrappers,
my
like just so
word.
much gandmand. That's the only word I can use to describe it.
Gandmand. I like. Is that a thing or you just made up?
No, that's a Punjabi thing. Is okay. Gandmand kyun ponda? Like gand is dirt.
Gandmand ki what?
Gand kyun ponda?
Right.
Like why are you making gandmand everywhere?
Right. Okay.
Like
Fine.
the boys are guilty of gandmanding everywhere in their house.
The verb would be to gand.
Not to gand, because I
gand.
know what you're doing. I know
No.
what you're doing.
I didn't hear the pronunciation.
Gand.
To gandmand.
Yeah, gandmand. Oh,
Okay.
gandmand pai janda.
Gandmanding.
Yeah, but no, pai janda.
Gunding munding.
No, the gund is munding.
Okay, so you have to munding the gun.
Yes,
Right.
the gund is the dirt,
Right.
and you are
Is
someone
the
is
noun.
munding it. Someone's
Okay.
making it. You get it.
What happens if you bun the gun?
Then the gund is done.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
2 multiplied by 10 plus 1. Gund is done. Right? No, my point. What's the point? Oh, the point is messy rooms and teenagers in their messy rooms and actually the video was like, oh, look at this mother's shock horror at her son. I'm like,
Do you know what?
that ain't that bad. It's just that's what happens in boys' rooms.
I've never had that room.
What, you were always
Like,
tidy?
I've never had a messy room.
Did you make your bed every morning?
100%.
I don't
so
think.
from what age?
From as far back as I can remember.
I don't think Asian kids grew up having a messy room.
No.
I don't think if you're Asian.
Not food and snacks and wrappers.
Yeah,
and,
well, we
no.
weren't allowed food upstairs.
No,
so
that's it. That's why.
a
Yeah,
messy rule straight
yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah,
yeah.
And also, you just weren't allowed to have a messy room. I actually, now that you're talking about it, such, I don't remember anything moving in the bedroom like so that it would be dirty.
Yeah, well, you were underage.
Well, and if it did,
so-
but if anything, like any objects or anything moved or like, I mean, the
Not
like,
allowed. Put it back.
clothes lying around, that was just not allowed.
Not acceptable.
No.
Not allowed. The socks lying around, not allowed.
And actually, the job was, like my mum would fold the clothes downstairs, and you'd be like, right, take your clothes up and put your clothes away.
them away.
And you put
Yeah,
them on the
yeah.
bed, and you'd kind of put them into your cupboard.
Remote control always next to the telly
Yeah.
on that table, and it was the only place he went.
And it's funny. Can I say something? I said to my dad, I invented something. He just triggered a memory. I said to him, Dad, you know what you need? We need to like invent TVs, because obviously TVs were box TVs then,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With a remote control holder on the side.
Genius.
Right? And my dad, this is the times that we were living in. My dad went, yeah, but then if someone steals a TV, they're going to get the remotes with it. I was like, all right, yeah.
That is, but
Yeah,
I mean, great thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
but
got
I
a
was-
point.
No, yeah, he was like, but
Yeah.
obviously,
No, what we'll do is we'll pack away.
burglaries. We were burgled so much at that
We'll
age.
pack away the remote.
Yeah.
In a box with a padlock on it.
Don't worry though, we've covered it with so many layers of cling film and all of that.
Yeah,
Anyway, no
exactly.
one will
Yeah,
ever be able to use it.
Well, they can take it off, and all the prints have gone. They're
Yeah.
like, this is ours.
All the numbers
And
have
find
gone.
his prints on there. Find the owner's prints. It doesn't exist.
And I do find that story a bit weird because, I mean, when I was a kid, I shared a room with my brother. Like,
Yeah,
and
same here.
even two of us in a room, it still weren't that messy. Like,
Were you bunk beds?
no, we weren't.
No,
It was
no,
two single
separate.
beds.
Two single beds with a
that's
gap
what
in the
it
middle.
was.
Did you have a gap in the middle?
Yeah, no, but we went side by side. So I was like sort of that way, and then it was like an L
Oh,
shape.
L shape. Oh, we were
Yeah.
side by side with a gap in the middle.
Oh.
But then
Like you're
as
on
I
holiday.
started going
You and your
older,
brother. I feel like I've missed out here. This is quite
as I
sad.
got older, I started sleeping in the gap because I started sleeping on the floor. I don't know why, but I just
You like the
enjoyed.
cheater. You like-
I like that connection, but it was annoying because he had a tendency of waking up and walking, sleepwalking, all of that. And there was one time where
Why is that not surprising
he
that kid's
landed on
brother?
top of me, and it scared. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
was it?
literally did a mutter in the
Yeah,
thing because
because-
he was like, whoa, and he's just like,
But
oh
then
my
it's like,
god,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
and I just pushed him off.
Yeah. Get out of here. That's so funny. No, obviously, I never had a brother, so we didn't do that. But
No, do you know what? I think in a weird sort of way, like don't get me wrong. Like, I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, it was good, but it was. Now I think about it, it was a bit weird.
No,
You know,
I
like-
think you'll have a bond with your brother.
No,
Because
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do.
No, I don't think you do.
Because
It was
I
just
think
irritating.
We were like
I've said-
it was like flatmates.
Yeah, we'd have good jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I've said to Milo and
But maybe
Logan,
that's what the bond he's talking about.
I've said to the boys. I said, if you want, you can have one room and put, because they've got their own bedroom.
Yeah.
I said, get bunk beds, because I'm almost looking at them like I would
Excitement
love to do
levels.
that. But
You in
say-
the games room, innit?
Yeah, well, no, it's not that. But I'm just thinking I'd love to have a little chitter chatter with a brother at night. You know, like you know me. I love company.
My brother didn't talk
Yeah.
to me.
No, he didn't.
He just watched TV. And that annoyed me because I wanted to sleep and he was just sitting there watching TV. I'm like,
Yeah, because he was the older one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you and your?
He
Well,
had-
I'm
he
the
had-
older
he
one,
had-
but we
he had the control rights.
Ours was so strict. We didn't even have. We were like that was it. It was shut down and everything shuts down together. So there was no one could stay up and one could sleep. It was bedtime for both.
and
of
like
us.
them days, there was no Wi-Fi. You couldn't even be like,
Yeah.
no one had phones.
Yeah, I would-
You actually had to get into bed and go to sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would just turn over
The
and count
game,
all
the game I used to play by myself.
I don't
Under
wanna
the
know.
covers.
I don't want to know.
No, you like this game because I use my wrist. So what I did was, under the covers, get my Casio watch with the light, do the stopwatch and try and make it stop on 0.
10.
You know the hundredths of the second?
Oh, yeah.
So you go start, stop. You keep doing stop. So it's not the seconds you're watching, you look at the hundredths of seconds.
Wow.
And try and make them go to 00.
The game we played.
Did you ever play that?
I have played that with. We have played it with stopwatch.
It's a game. It's a game.
It's a brilliant game. But the game we played was because we were parallel.
Yeah, side by side.
We would have whatever teddy bears or whatever object we could get.
Teddy
you have
bears.
to lie down and then you've got to throw it straight up and you've got to try and hit them on the other bed.
Okay.
And,
so you're lobbing it up like you're
but you
arching
can't
it.
look. Yeah, you've got to get the arch right.
Yeah.
And the other person can't move. They have to take the hit.
Yeah.
Wherever it goes. And then obviously we would increase the hardness of the object. So we'd start off with teddy bear and then you could choose. If you
Sellotape.
you could go harder.
Yeah, whatever.
Brick.
Go hard or go to bed.
But it's still a brilliant game.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been playing it with my nephew and niece, and they love it.
Yeah. So, but no, Satch never did any of that?
No. Because you had to invent your own games.
Satch is just like, no, I'm going to bed. That's all right.
I mean, I was there for going to sleep, and that was it, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what
Right.
it is.
Yeah, we're learning about our lives, learning about the upbringing, but let's learn actual things for our book
For our book.
that might be coming out.
Yes.
Things.
Does anyone want to help us make this book?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Any publishers?
You know why? You know why anyone
Holler
needs to
at your
help us?
boys.
Because they need to listen to a lot of podcasts to try and listen to the bit at the end and make it into a doc.
Because somebody else can go through. I don't think we were doing it from the very start, things we learned. I think we were unofficially
About
doing
halfway
it.
Well, when
through.
did it start?
Probably about 20, 30, 40 podcasts in, I reckon, something like that. I think we've been doing 100 podcasts, that's for sure. This is podcast, just so you know, for the record, not that anyone really cares.
No.
As podcast number 140.
Yeah.
So I reckon there's a good 100 podcasts of things we've learned out there.
Times 3.
Yeah, and here's my thing I learned this
on.
week,
Go on
right?
then.
I'm going to just kick things off and get it right. Is a way to keep, because it's an issue at the moment with the heat and the rain, all the flies away from the bin. Now, I don't know about you, but my bins outside are smellier than ever because of the heat.
The heat, yeah.
And stuff, sitting around in them and things spilling and there's more flies around and all that.
Just want to say your fridge is still out there. 2 weeks later.
I know, I've booked
Oh,
it
yeah,
now.
I saw that.
Oh, I've got to mention someone. I'll come back to the fridge thing in a minute, right?
Okay.
Because somebody gave me the tip on who to call to get rid of it.
Right.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, if you got an American fridge, who are you going to call? Yeah, he told me to do it. Anyway, so basically, this is a quick little actual practical tip. Wash your bin out, just hose pipe it out so it's clean.
Yeah.
And then with the cheapest table salt you've got, sprinkle a little bit like shake and vac.
Yeah.
Inside the bottom of the bin, not a fly, not a maggot, not a worm, not a slug will go anywhere near it. They don't like the salt. This is the bit that made me a little bit sad. The tip was because if they try and eat the salt, they'll swell up and die.
Okay.
I'm like,
You didn't have to say that bit. You didn't have to say
but that's
that
the
bit. You
truth.
didn't have to say
You have
that
to
bit.
know. If someone is going to do this advice home, they have to know what the repercussions of it is.
Kill 'em.
Is you're killing the flies as well. But it's only a few flies, and they're just the ones that are around your bin. So that was it. Keep your bins clean. A little bit of table, so wash them out. Table salt at the bottom. Watch when you put your bags in or the recycling bins, you won't have no flies, maggots, stuff crawling around your bins, which is my little issue. Can you beat that as your things you've learned?
Satch.
Yeah, you want me to go?
Go on. Oh my God, we've got the same
I got a
story.
feeling we've both got the same story.
We've got the same story. All right, well, I'll switch it to another one then.
Go on, Satch. Hold on. I'll tell you what it is. I lost my trail of thought at the end of my story because as I looked over at Kedge, who was going to share his things he's learned, there's a picture of a nice biscuit on his thing. It's the biscuits that actually have NICE on it. Reminds me of nursery. And as I look around at Satch, I'm going to go, because I'm thinking, who's going to go next at YouTube? I'm like, he's got a picture of the biscuit as well. Why don't you both do the story? I think it's nice. I think it's clearly this is the story.
Well, it's a good story.
It is a good story.
And I'm sure if it's something with biscuits, you'll have your own take on it.
learned.
Satch, kick it off because I know
Satch,
he'll have something to say on it.
The thing I learned what did you call it just then, Tommy?
Nice biscuits.
Obviously, that biscuit is you know what it is. It's got nice written on it, as you said. It's got
Coconut flavour.
It's coconut flavour,
is it?
and it's got.
I didn't like it as a
sugar
kid.
on.
Yeah,
it's got sugar on one bit.
But again, I've not had one in probably 30 years,
Yeah,
40
same
years.
here,
I can't
same
remember.
here.
But the sugar bits on it in my mind feel quite big. Like they're big. They're not normal.
No, they weren't that big.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're like almost a little glass crystals.
No, he's right. They were a little bit bigger than your average grain.
Sugar dust.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were like,
But anyway, you've been calling them nice biscuits.
Yeah.
You've been calling them wrong all this year.
Yeah,
Don't say it's
and
nice. Is it
Desi's have been saying it wrong.
Nice.
Yeah. Or nice biscuits like
I mean, Gujaratis have been calling it Nietzsche for years as well.
No, they haven't.
No, joke.
Biscuits are Nietzsche.
Because they thought it was Italian. Nietzsche.
Yeah. Nicky biscuits are.
Well,
Nicky.
it's wrong.
Little.
Yeah.
They're actually called Nice.
So there you go. The thing, I did not know that. So nice biscuits are they're not that. They're nice biscuits. God,
And
do you
the
know
science
what?
behind that, Satch? Why is it called nice? Why is it called nice? Because it's basically, and I can tell you that it's from the
South
of France,
from South France, and it's from the Arnott's range since 1922. They officially declared it on Twitter that, by the way, guys, it's because they
Named
originated from the city in the south of France, and it's been the same since 1922.
Well, okay.
Have you been
how about this? Yeah, I was going to
lovely.
say. So next
Very
year,
nice.
Next year it's 100 years old, that biscuit.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
Let's go down to Nice. It's only down the south of France.
Oh, yeah.
You can get a cheap Ryanair flight.
Let's do that.
It's 20 quid. I'm telling you, 20, 30 quid to fly there.
Great
Yeah,
place
but
to
bro,
go.
there, just
no. I've been to Nice. I had 2 bowls of pasta and 2 Cokes. It was £75.
Yeah, that's
It's funny you talk about food because I had Matar Paneer. And
Where? In Nice. You did have Matar Paneer.
He took it with him. He smuggled it in.
In a restaurant, I found an Indian restaurant in Nice, Matar Paneer and naan. I was starving. I had one little, what do you call
Scoopy,
it?
it's a burki, yeah.
Burki.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is so soft, this paneer, and I'm going to really enjoy it.
don't.
And
Yeah.
it was goat cheese.
Oh, that's okay.
No,
Sorry, what
You should be put into prison for that.
Ulti, straight up
But
ulti.
I thought they served the vegetarian meat, and I was like,
No.
what are they giving
Straight up
us?
ulti.
Yeah.
How much was it? £65?
It was very expensive. It was very expensive.
Oh, it was too expensive.
Okay,
for me.
so not, but I think that'd be nice. No, I think it'd be nice. It'd be nice, but it's just I've got such a strong memory with those biscuits and my nursery days, and I can still picture it now. As I'm saying this, having a biscuit and having a cup of orange like cordial.
Yeah.
I was going to call it Kiora again, but you ripped me out of that last time. So
Kiora's.
Kiora, that's what it was. Yeah. Ben was like, Kiora, no one says that. And I'm like,
No, that's what it's called. Kiora.
I still call orange any orange cordial. Like we got Robinsons, but I still call it Kiora.
It was Kiora, that's why.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I got the orange. Now the thought of a biscuit with an orange cordial sounds rank, but at the time it was
heaven.
Treat time. There you go. Kedge, do you want to share a thing you've learned?
Well, there was the backup one, and I think this is obviously it doesn't apply to you, but it does to everybody else, and that is we've been doing the shampoo, the whole process of shampoo. We've been doing it wrong all these years, and a woman on the internet has discovered it. She put it out there, and actually it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
And the correct way to do it.
So let me just say what I know of shampooing.
Yeah.
Is
you don't use it.
What
do you put on your
now
head
and then I do, just because if I'm in a hotel or I've got some there and it looks like a nice one, I do it just so your skin smells nice off the back of it, because it's obviously got fragrance and stuff in it.
That is weird.
So I use
that is weird.
No, because it's just like soap then, because instead of using shower gel on my head,
right,
I just use the shampoo on my head. It washes my head.
Do you use shower gel every day on your head?
Yeah. Because I shower.
That's really interesting, isn't it? Because I've never thought about it, but it is part of your body, so it deserves the love and attention.
But it also, because I haven't got hair, you imagine all the gund that if I go for a run or whatever, it's collecting on your skin on your head. So you want to get that skin clean. But
you want to use like a face scrub thing then on your head?
I do as well.
Yeah,
I do as well, but not a scrub, because I'm not completely bald, so it's that stubbly bit, so you can't use the scrub.
Not a scrub, but like a face wash kind of thing.
Kind of, and I do the kind of the softer body scrub.
Because I mean, your face just doesn't end.
No, it doesn't. It ends on my backside technically.
But it does.
It just keeps going. There's more hair on the back end of me than there's at the front end. But anyway, my thing was, how does shampooing work? So I would imagine you go in, you'd wet your hair, put the shampoo in your hair, get shampoo, get it lathered up, and then leave it for a bit, like a few minutes, and then rinse it out, and then condition.
Well, actually, the main thing of this is that actually you've got to do it twice.
Shampoo twice?
Yeah, so the first part of it actually it cleanses the hair of all the oils and the product buildup that's been there.
Yep.
And then you wash it out, and then the second time is what it does, what it's supposed to do.
Like strengthen your hair.
Right, so you've got to go twice. And also they said only shampoo the scalp, because when you rinse it through, that's when it will get to all the other parts of your hair.
So you've got to give it
that's
all
interesting as well. I did not know that.
I did know the twice thing, because I wash my hair twice.
Did you?
I always do.
Because of the product, and you feel like it doesn't get out?
Yeah, no, I just always, it's cleaner when you wash it twice.
And then apparently if you do go for the conditioner, then you've got to apply it only to the middle part of your hair and the ends. And that
I never knew that. And I do like a bit of conditioner.
And they said don't wash your hair more than
once you
2 or
wash
3
it
times
twice,
a week.
so you wash it twice, then you can go straight to the conditioner, but you do what with that?
You just to the middle. You only apply it to the conditioner to the middle and ends of your hair.
It's a bit different for guys because
the middle. So you don't go to the root of your scalp.
Oh, like that. I thought you meant like the middle. No, if you had a G in the middle,
and just two or three times a week. Apparently, don't do it more. Don't wash your hair more than that. Otherwise, it then counteracts the goodness of it.
What?
Yeah.
See that? No, I can't do that.
I bet you.
How many times do you wash your hair?
Every day.
Yeah, but
with shampoo?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, but he's got product in his hair every day.
No, I don't.
Oh, really?
I just don't feel like it's clean if I don't.
Oh no, I'll go twice. Always on a Sunday, and no, sorry, I'll go every other day. I've increased.
Yeah,
it.
Not on a Thursday. You're not allowed to wash your hair on a Thursday.
Oh, it depends what.
That's
day
a myth.
On.
No, well, maybe, see, because when I think about all that kind of desi cultural myths, I wonder if it comes from things like this, knowledge of actually overwashing your hair is bad. So don't wash your hair on a Thursday. You know, like they just put that in there. Oh, it's bad luck. How else are you going to police it in those days? Oh, it's bad luck, so you can't do it.
Because it can't back up science.
Exactly. But there's a science behind all this madness. And in the future, they'll look back and listen back to these podcasts and go, God, those three desi blokes were well ahead of the game. Mm-hmm. But right now, we are behind schedule because we've got a restaurant booked around the corner in 20 minutes for dinner.
Didn't you have to big someone up?
Oh, yeah, I did. Well, see, such pulling me back in. I've got to find his message. But tell everyone where we're eating them. What we're doing.
Well, we're going for an Indian, I believe. And it's just down the road. And I'm quite looking forward to a bit of paneer. I'm looking forward to a bit of fresh naan.
So better ghost cheese?
Huh?
So better ghost cheese?
Better not be any ghost cheese. Are we going to go garlic naan? Are we going to go naan? Are we going to go roti?
Doubt. Sorry, can I just very randomly, while I was trying to find a message, I found a new message from Chinmaya Sharma.
Oh, yeah.
Chinmaya Sharma, right?
He's
just gone, oh, mate, I just saw your desioki videos, buddy. Sick stuff. You've got an amazing energy, and I love it. There you go. That's quite nice, isn't it? So, right. Here it is. Here's his message. Hi, Tommy. Love your podcast. This is AJ. AJ has messaged me on Instagram. No, Vadar. Vadher.
Vadar.
Oh, Vadar, yeah.
Vadar, yeah. AJ says, Tommy, love your podcast. You know about the fridge, getting rid of the American fridge freezer?
Yeah, yes.
He says the company to use, and we are available for sponsorship, AO. Let's go. Let's go. AO.com to collect your fridge is 20 quid. They normally collect it from inside.
Oh my God.
So we didn't even need to break a sweat getting it out.
Oh my day.
So thank you, AJ.
So hang on, do you want us to bring it back inside?
Yeah, exactly. Bring it back inside, get my 20 quid's worth. Or I might just go, look, AO.com while here. Do it, £15. Come on, £10. I've already moved it outside. But you see, this is what our listeners do. This is where they come to the rescue. You can always message me on Insta, but I'll tell you a great way of doing it is just to hello@thebrownload.com, because I don't check the messages all the time. And sometimes I feel really bad because it's like people's birthdays, or they want a little video, or they want a little message for someone.
Yeah, and talking of that, we just got a shout out Sanjay and Dimple Makwana, who sent an absolutely epically long email.
Good emails. I love emails.
And it's brilliant. And they've been fans, and you know, they were impressed with Satch stepping up about the fridge. They use the same bubble bath as I do, and they just love the whole shebang. So
what are their names?
To Sanj and Dimple.
Sanj and Dimple.
Big up your bad self.
I don't know. It doesn't say their status on the email, but they just said that we're glad that there's no music breaks, because we love the bakwas.
Yeah, exactly. We've gone pure chat now, pure chat. So thank you, as always, for listening to the chat. We have to go because the booking's in 15 minutes' time. It's about a 5-minute walk. So
and Kedge is hungry.
And Kedge is hungry. We are very, very, very hungry today. I don't know what, but I purposely, because I knew we were going to eat tonight, I skipped lunch.
Same here.
Yeah. So I've had breakfast at about 10:30, 11,
right,
and it's now 7:30.
Right.
And I need to eat.
Laters.
Let's go. Laters, boys. Hey, oh, let's go.